Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Ghost in Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the new Predator Killstreak that was a part of the DLC. I put a lot of time into testing it. We're going to do some quantitative and qualitative tests of the Predator, but the first question is, how do you get him? The Predator is randomly dropped by completing field orders, much like Michael Myers or the Maniac Juggernaut or a lot of the other field orders. You just complete them, and there's a percentage chance that on the new map Ruins, one of them will be the Predator. The Predator is invisible unless sprinting, shooting, or stabbing. As long as he's just standing there and not doing much or moving fast, he's going to be invisible. If he shoots his gun or swings the blade, he's not going to be invisible anymore. He'll become visible. You can see him pretty easily. This is a health test. The Predator health is 1250. This is the same as Michael Myers or the Maniac Juggernaut. It's got the exact same health as those. I initially thought it had less health, but no, the Predator is a technical proper Juggernaut, and he has a lot of health. And if you've noticed, when you kill him, he doesn't go down like the others. Somebody shot me in the back here and ruined the footage. However, when you kill the Predator and he goes down, just like in the movie, he activates a KEM strike, or a tactical nuke, that just flattens everybody on the map. It doesn't end the game, but it does kill everybody on the map, and it does play the Predator laughing, like the ha 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 kind of noise. Is just the same clip from the movie. And I just thought you should know that when the Predator comes in, that means that no matter what happens, a KEM is inbound, unless, I think, if he jumps off the map and kills himself, then there is no KEM. But if you kill the Predator, there is a KEM. He is not immune to IEDs, motion sensors, IMS, or sentry guns. There was a myth going around from as soon as we started this, when Oh Lord Oh started throwing around motion detectors trying to pick me up being the Predator, that the Predator, by his natural alienness or his hunting prowess, could avoid IEDs and motion sensors, and that the sentry guns would ignore him, and that the dogs and the IMS would ignore him. But we tested all of those things, which we're going to run through right here, and you'll notice that he is not ignored by any of the AI kill streaks, any of the AI anything in this entire game. I'm going to kill the IMS here, and we're going to put down the sentry gun in just a second. The sentry gun tracks him just fine, whether he is visible or invisible. It just automatically picks up on him. That's probably best, probably fair, because if not, it would just be really insane if the Predator could run around and avoid all of the things that naturally home onto you and kill you. The other thing was that the dog, Riley, or the wolves would not attack the Predator. Riley and the wolf were the same thing, but here you can clearly see the wolf attacking and killing the Predator, and then we all get KEM'd into oblivion. Next up, we're going to be testing the run speed. There was a rumor started by me in my initial playtest of the game saying that the Predator moves slower than the Maniac Juggernaut. So I did a race and I shot the explosive, and as soon as they saw the explosive blow up on their screen, the testing guys today, which all came from Twitter, thank you those of you that were willing to hop in the lobby and test in depth with me, the Predator was consistently slower than the Maniac Juggernaut in our test. Not a lot slower, but a little bit. Like if the Maniac Juggernaut runs at 100% jug speed, then the Predator is probably running at about 90 or 85% speed. Now we're hitting the gratuitous combat round, and I wanted to show you the Maniac and the Predator side by side and kind of how they look. We're going to have a Maniac versus Predator duel here, and it was pretty exciting. I thought it was going to be a knockdown, drag-out, fight to the death underneath the Predator statue here on Ruins. Unfortunately, the Predator had other ideas. The Predator's lock-on cannon, which we're about to talk a lot about, instantly killed the other Juggernaut. Just dropped him. No questions. Yeah, he's teabagging him right there because he's a really mature kind of Predator. But it was really, really fast and surprising. That thing, however much damage it does a lot of damage. Killing the Juggernaut like that would make it the most powerful explosive in the game. When you pick up the Predator and become the Predator, you can activate two different vision modes, your normal vision and your Predator thermal vision. However, in thermal vision, if you have Incognito, you will not show up on the Predator thermal. He can still see you moving around, but it doesn't glow that, orangish kind of color. And if you hear the window flapping in the background, it's storming here, there's tornadoes and stuff. I'm still doing commentary, so I do apologize about the noise. I can't tell God to turn down the weather. I just kind of wanted to show you how effective the Incognito was against the Predator. So if you end up on a map with a Predator, I would recommend running Incognito, because most people are going to hunt in thermal mode like this. Not many people are going to use the normal vision mode. On Xbox One, at least, left trigger swaps them back and forth. Yeah, I just wiped them all out with the cannon because I could. However, even in Incognito, he can still lock onto you. The Incognito does not prevent lock-ons at all. It's very, very easy to still lock lock onto people, so don't get to thinking that you're totally invisible or immune to all of the Predator's weapons. Got a lot of other tests coming up with the Predator here because I wanted to be really thorough about this one. The lock-on does have a maximum range, and I went through this to kind of show you what the maximum range is. You can kind of see as I take a few step backs, it locks and then unlocks and relocks, and that is the exact range. And it's actually fairly close range. It's not all the way across the map. You have to be pretty close to people, and you can't lock on to any aircraft. We tested it out with the Griffin here first. We also tested the Vulture, the helicopters, and we couldn't get any sort of Predator lock on those. I thought I was going to be able to one-shot aircraft. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The only way the Predator is going to kill the aircraft is if you manage to walk right up to it and knife it, which, you know, these are my testers. They were nice enough to let me do that, but in a real game, you will never be able to do that. The ways that you can cause your cloak to come back after you break it is not sprinting, crouching, or staying still will cause you to regen your cloak. Do remember that if you do something like stab, shoot, or sprint, the Predator will become uncloaked. Walking at normal speed, crouching, or standing completely still causes your cloak to come back very quickly. And when it comes to how you play the Predator, I would say the Predator is not a Juggernaut. I have it on here on the text, you must play stealthy with him. You really don't must play stealthy with him. He's almost as fast as the Maniac, so you just could kind of go ham. But the Predator gives you the ability to be a stealthy Juggernaut. You can be completely, well, not completely invisible, but very invisible, difficult to track, difficult to see. And at this point, I am playing with subscribers, but I'm not setting this up. I have told them to kill me if they can, that I'm going to hunt them. And, you know, of course, if they kill me, their kill cam is on in depth. So I'm working for it here. And as long as I sit still and wait for just a second, so I'm waiting for my cloaking to come back, and it's not quite doing it because I'm moving too fast and there's too many people around me. I found that the less people there are around me, the slower I move, the longer I stand still, the less I'm using my Predator weapons and energy, the faster the cloaking came back. And what I found to be the most useful was to use the cloaking, to wait for it to come back, and use the cloaking to kind of sneak around at regular walking speed, and then go and nail somebody with my lock-on rocket, or get a melee kill, or something like that, and then just kind of run away. You just kill one person and you run away. You don't go all the way in. You use the lock-on cannon when you have to. Knifing is preferred. And it works really well. If you play the Predator like he is in the movie, if you play him like a hunter, like you're actually fighting equal game and you're not just a godlike Juggernaut, it'll work very well. And I found this. When you're in Predator, you can't use kill streaks. It says kill streaks violate the Predator code. Really? It's a funny thing from the movie. It's a cute thing, but it definitely did surprise me. I went a little bit ham here, and, you know, well, thankfully that guy got me, but I'm going to get him. It's fun. It's interesting. I hope you enjoyed this in depth. I hope that you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. The previous episode was on the SMG buffs, which went live recently, and the next episode I'm actually going to be doing the Venom X. They added a new gun. Might as well review the new gun. And I hope you enjoyed everything. Drifter out.